waterfalls, forests, and autumn maple leaves, the Manyueyuan National Forest Recreation Area is famous for these. But you may not know that it has much more to offer than these attractions. In the deep forest, desolating man becomes, accompanies him the bright moon. The name Manyueyuan was used during the Japanese occupation era. The foresters who were working in the area in those days couldn't go home because it was too far. Because to Chinese people the full moon represents harmony and family reunion, each month when the moon was full, the men would miss their families and think about them. People called this round top-shaped mountain Manyueyuan Mountain, which symbolizes the full moon, and hoped to get together with their families. So that the mountain became known as Full Moon Mountain, and when the area came under jurisdiction as a forest recreation area, it was decided to use this poetic name. The Manyueyuan National Forest Recreation Area is situated in Taipei County's Sansha Township and is administered by the Hsinchu Area Forest Management Office. It is bordered by Taoyuan County to the southwest. To the east lies Taipei County's Wulai. To the north is the greater metropolitan Taipei area. The whole forest area is crossed by the Dabao River and the river valley. The waterfalls and cliffs are beautiful natural sights. To reach this beautiful area, just take the 2nd Northern Highway and exit at the Sanyin Interchange. Then take the 3rd Provincial Highway to the junction with the 7th Highway. Turn left onto the 114th Country Road and follow the curves of the Dabao River until you're driving through the rolling forest and towering cliffs. If you follow the road, it will take you right into the tranquil center of the forest recreation area.
You see? Not so hard to find, is it? And who am I? I'm the butterfly spirit of the forest. The warm, humid climate here, the sparkling water, the splashing falls, the emerald leaves of coniferous and deciduous trees give us a rich and safe environment. Can you hear that? It's the tinkling in my ears.
This is a young river with rushing waterfalls that act like natural sculptors, carving out beautiful landscapes through the deep forest. Manyueyuan is famous because of this river. The Virgin Fall lies at the east tributary of the Ruizai Creek. It is a strong waterfall, as you can see when we look down from the vantage point, almost 2 stories high above the fall, and see the heavy curtains of waters rushing down to meet the river below. Listen to the heavy pounding the waters make on the rocks below. When the river is swollen after the rainy season, it looks and sounds like horses pounding through the valley. It's a good time to take a deep breath and relax and let the shadows and sounds of the river envelop you. If the Virgin Waterfall is the lively young girl of the forest, then the Manyueyuan Waterfall is the young warrior of the forest. If you stand on the pavilion located at the opposite bank of the fall, you can watch the curving flow of the water, like the swinging tail of the dragon as it rushes down. Or, if you want to stand closer and really feel the power of the vibration of the waters raining down, follow the path to the full moon bridge or go to the waterfall viewing platform. The bridge offers a spectacular view of the power of the wild frothing of the waters shooting out and down, moving visitors with this vision of the power of nature. The sound of the rushing waters, the cooling spray from the falls, the sound of birdsong, and the sight of butterflies dancing in forest glades is a gift to visitors. There is a unique river ecology sustained by the waterfalls. There are wetlands along the riverside where dragonflies and other insects buzz and dance. Under the stones are stoneflies, busily spinning their webs to catch waterborne prey and avoiding hungry fish and birds. On the stones are the champion divers, the brown dipper, glossy-colored formosan whistling thrush, the constantly darting plumbeous water redstart, and the strikingly feathered common kingfisher, as well as the rare little forktail found only in the waterfalls, all gathered together in this clear water. Crossing over the sparkling waters, you can find clusters of kuya around the stones worn smooth by the river, feasting on the algae there, flickering as they dart around. Small shrimps and crabs keep to the warmer stone shallows, catching morsels drifting in the waters. The clean, fresh water is ideal for brown tree frogs and speckled toads looking for mates in the breeding season. And along the marshy riverbanks, you can often see swarms of Graphium sarpedon butterflies and Sarpedon connectans butterflies drinking.
Every living creature is a spirit of the earth, and we should all cherish them and safeguard the ecology. I have to remind you, there are notices in the forest forbidding you from doing certain things for your safety, so remember to follow them.
The main route into the forest is a footpath, which starts at the forest entrance site and ends at the Manyueyuan waterfall. It is about 2,000 meters long and takes about 1 hour to walk. There are pavilions, seats, and picnic areas along the route where you can rest and take your ease. Apart from artificial coniferous forest, the original deciduous forest has been maintained. And there are large overarching Fageacea and Lauracea trees. When spring comes, the whole mountainside becomes green as the trees put forth new leaf buds. And it is in spring, too, that the Asia bell tree appears. The plants that thrive on the damp, shady banks of the Rootsai Creek decorate the main hiking trail with their fresh green. so that visitors can enjoy the appearance of subtropical broadleaf forest. This swath of forest along the path, which is so green in spring and summer, takes on other colors in the autumn as the leaves change. The rich forest ecology and the varied plant life make Manyueyuan the place to watch butterflies for Taipei city residents. The main hiking trail is the best place to observe them from in the spring and summer, especially the large papillonid butterflies which suck nectar from the tree blossoms, such as the Papilio memnon. You can observe the life cycle of the Graphium docent butterfly as it goes from egg to larva to pupae to adult butterfly, each stage connected to unique plant life. The nymphalid butterflies dart around always alert. Some butterflies don't feed on nectar but on rotting fruit. The Gerestus thermodamus formosana frustorfer and the Caniska canace drillon can be found in sunny spots along the path, and other species prefer shady spots deeper in the trees and have darker coloring to camouflage their presence and keep safe from predators, such as the Stickphthalma hauqua. In May and June it appears, a delightful surprise for visitors. Midway along the main forest path is a tranquil glade, forest bath ground. The glade is enclosed by Japanese cedars, reaching up to the blue sky, gently scenting the air, and here in the embrace of green forest and blue sky, you can breathe deeply and leave the pressure of your daily life behind you. The Visitor Center is the best midway resting point where you can stop and watch information videos and understand more about the unique environment you are visiting. Finally, don't forget to raise your head and take in the view as you enter the forest glade, as the mountain from which the area takes its name is just in front of you. The self-guided trail is a semicircular pathway, which is bordered on both sides by lovely, graceful cedars, under which grow spreading giant alocasia with their large, shiny leaves. Under the leaves, you will often find delicate swinhoe's brown frog and Taipei tree frogs protected by the leaves, together with a wealth of insect life. When summer comes with a buzzing of cicadas, you'll also find delicate orchids flowering here. The cedars grow fast and in the past were an important source of commercial forestry, but now are important for their ecological value. The Forestry Management Bureau is gradually changing the forestation to Formosa micaelia Formosan ash, and other native species to encourage biodiversity and enrich the Manyueyuan environment. We hope that you will appreciate the efforts made for the ecology here. After the forest has been enriched and biodiversity encouraged, there is a good environment and plentiful food for wildlife. Especially the bird species are the main characters in the forest drama. Yellow-throated minivet, beautiful colored red males, and gold females cruise over forest canopies. The green piping creature, Japanese white-eye, in the breeding season you can see pairs of birds building nests and then busily feeding their demanding chicks who are in such a hurry to grow up and fly out into the forest. If you are lucky, you may see Formosan macaws or red-bellied tree squirrel and other rare mammals. The rich forest is an ideal sanctuary for wildlife, and the seeds and fruit of the plant life are dispersed by the animals' droppings, helping to reforest. The natural world is woven together and interdependent in these ways. At the end of the self-guided trail, there is another path, the Dongman hiking trail, which is a 7.5-kilometer path which leads to the Dongyuanshan National Forest Recreation Area and is bordered on both sides by natural forest and is the best way to enjoy a mountain walk. Apart from the rich natural resources in the area, there are cultural treasures too, such as the old streets of Sansha, the authentic sculptures of Sansha Jushi Temple, and so on. It is always crowded on holidays and weekends, so if you can manage to come during the weekday, it will be more enjoyable. In each season, Manyueyuan has its own delightful character and color and is ideal for an eco-tour or walk in the mountains. If you are looking for a pristine environment, then the green mountains and fresh air of Manyueyuan are the right choice to refresh the body and spirit.
I can't wait for you to come and visit me here.